Hello everyone, welcome to another video. This one is different and it's special. Well, it's a book haul because I have new books and old books. Ooh, I'm excited to show you guys what I got. So I'm gonna start with the new ones just so you guys can see. Most of the new ones I have are YA romance novels that I love. That the story kind of intrigued me and I wanted to get it. I got some too for my cousin too, and she likes it, so I was like, you know what, I need to get it myself because I want to have like a YA romance section on my bookshelf. Hopefully I have a lot of stuff in my bookshelf, but I'll find space for it. Who knows, maybe in the future I have one room full of just books. Well, now let's move on for me to show you what I recently got. My husband got me this for our anniversary. I got him a gift too, just so you guys know. But he didn't choose it out for me. I chose out the books and he got it for me. Well, now let's start. Okay, so this is the first book. It's A Cuban Girl Guides to Tea and Tomorrow by Laura Taylor Namey. So this book it says, for Lila Reyes, a summer in England was never part of the plan. The plan was 1, to take over her abuela's role as head baker at the panaderia, 2, move in with her best friend after graduation, and 3, live happily ever after with her boyfriend. But then the trifecta happened and everything, including Lila herself, fell apart. So I want to continue with the summary just because it might take a bit longer. But honestly, I love the cover. Like, that was the first thing that I saw. The book, I know you're not supposed to judge a book by the cover, but you can't lie. Some of these book covers are honestly like so beautiful, and that's why it called up on me. Cute. Now let's put you right here. Okay, so the next one. But yeah, there's some other books too that I have on my Amazon card that I am definitely gonna get, just because they're so cute. I'll show you guys in the future whenever I get them. But the next one is From Little Tokyo with Love by Sarah Kuhn. So this one is about, let's see. At first glance, Rika's life might seem like the beginning of a familiar fairy tale. After all, she's an orphan with 2 bossy cousins, a demanding job in the family business, and the ever-present feeling that she doesn't quite belong. But as a biracial with formidable judo skill and fiery temper, Rika knows she's the least princess-like persons in all of LA. When the series, okay. But I guess, by the cover, she finds someone, fall in love. I don't know. I haven't read it. I haven't read the book. I will read it in the future once I'm done reading Harry Potter and 2 other books that I have started and haven't finished. You won't believe. Well, school and having to read textbooks are so boring. There's only some. This is rarely ever that I find some textbook interesting. Most of the time, it's just like flatline, like plainly boring. But I got this book. It's romance. Most of the books I'm gonna show you are romance novels, but the cover also intrigued me as well. It's really nice, super nice, and I guess she's supposed to be a princess or something like that. Well, only one way to find out, by reading the books. Next one. This is very short. It looks like it's very short, but look at it. Look at this. The Upside of Falling by Alex Light. So, again, the cover. The cover. Okay, so this one says, why couldn't I just stick to reading romance books? Why did my life have to become one? Luckily, like my romance novel, this was all fake and there was no danger in that. It was kind of getting the best of both worlds, a relationship without the risks of heartbreak. So I guess it's been years since 17-year-old Becca Hart believed in true love. But when her former best friend teases her for not having had a boyfriend, Becca in post pretends she's been secretly seeing someone. Oh, okay, so this is like, he been secretly seeing someone that she been seeking to someone. I guess they kind of get in the game, and you know that they fall in love and stuff like that. I haven't read it, so who knows what actually happens in here. But I think this is what the type of book is about. Just look at the intriguing cover. Look at it. Next, I got Where the Rhythm Takes You, Zara Das. Look at the cover again. I mean, I'm gonna keep saying this for the whole entire time because these covers are beautiful, beautiful. So, 70-year-old Rena has spent most of her life at the Plumeria, her family's gorgeous seaside resort in Tobago. But what once seemed like paradise is starting to feel more like purgatory. It's been 2 years since Rena's mother passed away, 2 years since Aiden, her childhood best friend's first kiss, first love, first everything, left the island to pursue his music dream. Rena's friends are all planning their futures and heading abroad. Even Daddy seemed to want to move on, leaving her to try to keep the Plumeria running. And that's when Aiden comes roaring back into her life as a VIP guest at the resort. Okay, so you already know. Childhood love story. I like it. I like it. Can't wait to read this. And look at the birds. Pretty beautiful birds. Next, I have Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. Again, look at the cover. Okay, so this book is about Queen keeps lists of everything from the day she's ugly cried to things that I would never admit out loud. And all the boys she liked to kiss, her list keeps her sane by writing her fears on paper. She never has to face them in real life, that is until her journal goes missing. Okay, so you already know the journal goes missing and I guess someone finds it and that's how the story plays out. Next book I got is Better Than the Movies. So look again at the book. Oh, look at the back of the book. I haven't even seen that. It's pretty nice. So this book is about Lix Books-Bond. Okay, Lix Books-Bond has always known that Wes Bennett was not boyfriend material. You would think that the next door neighbor would be a prime candidate for a romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes was only proving himself to be a pain in the butt. But ever since they were little, Wes was the kid who put a frog in her Barbie dream house and the monster who hid a long gnome's severe head in her little homemade neighborhood book exchange. Okay, so you already know how the story's gonna play out. Well, if you do know, if you have read the book, but it seems so good. And I am so ready to read all these books. I don't know where I'm gonna find the time for it, but I'm sure book lovers around the world find time for it. Cool. And the last few books I got has been this one. So this one is a national park in Utah. So I got this when I was visiting my parents-in-law, and it has like all the parks. So if you guys ever want to visit Utah, they have tons of national parks and beautiful national parks. It doesn't only have pictures, it also have writing where it tells you a history of the park. So for those who travel a lot, Utah is a great place to travel to. Yeah, I got this one in Utah. My sister-in-law got it for me. She gave it to me. I thank her for it. I haven't fully read the book, but I will to try to learn the history of the parks in Utah. Well, now that I finished with the new books, now we're gonna go back into the past to look at some antique books. Welcome, my friends. Now we're here in the past. We're gonna look at some books that are antique, that are old, that you probably know about it or such like that. If you do, let me know. I would like to know. But now we're gonna go ahead and open up these books. I don't know how old these books are, but they're really old. gonna make a section on my bookshelf for antiques book. Oh, I think I already have some of the sections right there with those two. I need more bookshelf. Okay, so one of the first one I got is okay, I didn't tell you the story, but my parents loved had like a whole box of antique books. They had me look through it, and I chose let me see, 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 books. Well, 14. 14 books that I wanted to keep, that I wanted to have. So the first one is Moby Dick. So it's illustrated. Look at this. Look at this. And look at the pages. You ever seen the difference between new books and older books? Look, the pages is a big difference. Next one is White Fang by Jack London, and it's illustrated as well. Then this type of book I can finish in like an hour or so, because this doesn't seem like it has like a lot of pages. Next one, it's called The Yellow House Mystery by Gertrude Chandler Warner. Most of all these books, well, except for Moby Dick, I heard of Moby Dick, but most of these books I never like heard them about and stuff. So it's pretty interesting. I will definitely read it in the future. In this book, forgot, I don't know what's in. Oh, Pilot Jack Knight. Uh-oh, something fell out. I'll get it after the video. Next one is The Secret Journey by Peg Carrot. If you guys see that, it's pretty, it's not lengthy at all. Something you can probably read in 30 minutes. So it says she can never tell anyone what really happened. So this is some type of mystery, huh? Now let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this is Nori Ryan's song, Patricia Riley gift. So this one says 3 steps, then I eased the door open. Outside it was bright as day. The moon was up, full and white, throwing sharp shadows away from me. I heard thunder. Somewhere though, the air was damp and heavy. Nighttime belonged to the city, so I was afraid to take more than a few steps, but it was far enough. The potato stalks leaned against each other, limp and wet, the leaves shapeless and drifting. I pulled the edge of my petticoat to cover my nose and the back against the wall of the house. My throat felt thick, and my mind, Granny Moon voice, without potato, we will starve. Cool. Guess it's some like about surviving. Okay, next I got Heidi. I think I seen a movie of, it says Heidi. I guess it is. I guess I wonder if it's like based on this. So it says Heidi, a girl of majestic Swiss Alps, finds beauty and simple wisdom in nature. Living in virtual isolation with her eccentric grandfather, Heidi develops a special feeling for the plants and animals she finds in the hill and valley, but her life suddenly changes when she must live in the city. There, she befriends an invalid girl and makes new friends, but Heidi grows homesick for her mountain life. Her adventures in her alpine camps with her city friends will bring tears and smile and warmth her heart. Yeah, I definitely watched that movie, Heidi. I guess it's based on this book. Huh, that's pretty cool. Next, I got Wild Bill Hickok Royal haircut. Friday the Arapaho Indian by the same author. Next I got Dorothy Dainty Treasure Chest. And look at the very antique pages, people. And the last 3 books I got are Once Upon a Story Time, Oliver's Twist by Charles Dickens, and this one is Come Along. This one has colors, guys. Well, that was it for all the books of antiques books, old books. That was all. I hope you guys like this. I hope you guys like the new books that I got and the old books that I have. Hopefully you guys find these books, well, find it however you want to find it. But I hope you guys enjoyed these videos, and I will see you for the next one. Well, you guys have a happily ever after.